right, Finn. Are you ready for this?
Now, this is it. This is the one.
The Enchiridion!
It's the first episode with ties to an overarching plotline in the series, the Enchiridion. We'll talk about that if you just stick around. Now, in every single episode of Adventure Time, there's so many subtle details and things you might miss, and all within the span of 10 seconds, minutes. And the Enchiridion is no exception to this.
That's like
Mathematical.
math. Yeah.
This episode is the episode that sets up the whole multiverse storyline. That includes Farmworld Finn, Fiona and Cake, and even the Elemental miniseries. Although sets up might be a strong word, considering. But first things first, and the first thing is a soundbite that we've all heard many times before. No, not that one.
This party is so crazy!
Yes, that's the one. You know that sound because it started playing from every episode from season 2 and onwards. Now this episode has almost everything you might ask. It's a pretty standard Finn and Jake adventure.
I'm so sick of the fucking know what the fuck does it even mean?
But it lacks one thing that makes it really pop. And it's made abundantly clear at the end of the episode when you lack that feeling.
Freaking butt.
The episode starts building up the story with Princess Bubblegum, an 800-year-old something, basically entrusting a 12-year-old to go to a dangerous mountain that no one has ever left alive or dead. Is PB sending Finn on a suicide mission? Or is everyone in OO just incompetent? It begs the question, why is this super smart woman, who's clearly very capable herself, putting so much trust in some child with the self-awareness of a houseplant?
Easy as childbirth.
Despite PB not getting a lot of character development in the early season, she does seem to be aware of her meek princess in nature, as we see her correcting her own farewells to Finn with a napkin.
Oh, wait a minute. Farewell, Finn the human boy!
At Mount Cragdor, Finn and Jake are put through trials that test their heroic prowess. Quite early on, the trials get to Finn, who then goes through a spiral of self-doubt. And who, but our favorite older brother, is there to pick him back up.
Don't let those gnomes and their illusions get you down. They're just gnomes and illusions.
Eventually, the two of them makes it to the top of the mountain, where the book is being located. But they face one final trial. Mark Hamill voices an evil dark space wizard who puts Finn in a dream sequence of sorts, in which we're shown Finn's Paragon mindset as he refuses to slaughter an unaligned ant, really going all in on the whole
Why? He wouldn't even harm a fly.
After this is when we, the viewer, get no payoff whatsoever to the adventure, as the only thing that we learn that's important about this book, just as far as the episode is concerned, is a guide on how to kiss princesses. And that's it. End of episode. All that build up without any actual payoff. But that's a thing not too uncommon with Adventure Time. Now, you and I know the importance of the book, but if you look at the episode in a vacuum, it's really not that satisfying. Now, the runtime on Adventure Time episodes aren't all that long, and I understand that this was a cartoon made to be episodic, so introducing a bunch of high stakes in one episode and not having them matter in the next wouldn't really work. But still, the episode leaves you with that feeling of disappointment. Even more so when you're rewatching the episode in your late 20s, trying to find meaning in every single scene that might indicate greatness. But, oh well.
I raise your children as my own!
Now there are two pieces of trivia that I'd like to take up during this. The first one is that this episode was supposed to be the introduction to the series, the very first episode. But instead we got the zombie episode, and I guess that's because zombies were all the rage back in 2010. The second is that Finn is supposed to be portrayed as the only human left in OO, but somehow we see a bunch of old ladies being destroyed in the episode. Now, it was made clear that these old ladies were illusions, but at the end of the episode, at the dinner table, we also see two of them sitting, just hanging around. So what gives? Why the confusion? Well, apparently there's a race of old ladies in the world of OO, which is later confirmed by the 25th episode of the series, in the first season. I know you've been waiting, so let's address this then, shall we? The title card, even like this, with the smiling faces, looks quite biblical. Very Binding of Isaac. And it really caught my attention. Now, when you start digging deeper, you'll find that there are even worse versions of it. And in this darker depiction, you see that within the shadows, that the baguette is in fact a knife Along with the darker color scheme and the change of faces, you can really tell that things aren't as playful anymore. Now, there's a third, more visceral version than this that I won't be showing here, but it's easy to find. The third title card is also displaying Jake's guts splattering all over the table. Whilst there are several rumors going around regarding how this title card came to be, Adam Musa, one of Adventure Time's most influential creators, has stated that the third version was basically just created as a way to blow up Steam, and wasn't anything they actually reconsidered to release. But nonetheless, it's a pretty grim title card, and me? Well, I'm all for it. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you subscribe, I'll be able to make more content of this. And see if you like the walking around parts. Well, I just had some time over to record, so I took the chance, along with the dog. And as always, see you next time, and thanks for watching. Hey, Betty. Hey. Come on.